this nigga. You gon' respect this lava. I'm shooting it if I pull it, boy. Make sure you want this drama. I bring it to you like it's Law and Order SVU. Turn you to a vegetable, now you look good inside a soup. Family come from Bishopville, but I grew up in that Bronx Zoo where they shoot you dead in the street and then dance all on top of you. And I do what I gotta do to make a dollar.
First of all, let's start here. Overall, how much time can you say you give into the system in your life?
More than half my life, so that's like probably like 24 years altogether. Probably like 24 years. I did I did 8, and I just did 15, and then I got some years in Spofford and all of that. So yeah, like 24 years.
Yeah, Spofford, man. I've been to Spofford when I was younger. Spofford, Young Gladiator School.
Correct. Yes, that was the training ground.
Especially in your time. Your time was definitely crazy. Definitely crazy. But so your first bid, you said your first bid was 8.
Yes.
So that first bid, you were not Crip.
No, I was Crip before I ever went to jail.
Okay, cool.
It was just me and one other person, though. It wasn't like I had a whole set or something. Nah.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's dial it back. You are Crip. What year did you go in for this charge?
94.
And what was this charge?
This was a robbery. I think it was a robbery for that one.
Okay, robbery. So you are Crip. At this point, you know, the Bloods is pretty much getting even bigger at the time. There's a great influx. You are Crip going into Rikers Island. How old were you at the time?
16.
16 years old. So you went to the 4 building, adolescent.
Correct.
Explain this experience for you, as much detail as you could give. What was it like being a Crip in Rikers Island? What was your first, explain maybe your first 24 to 72 hours. How was it? Because when I went there, you know, nobody knows you. You know, the dudes who are tough, they'll try to ask you, hey, you blood Crip and who you know. And was it like that when you got there? I also am well aware that at the time where you went, Rikers Island C-74, extremely way more dangerous than it was when I went there. And I've seen some shit. And I've been through some shit. So for you being 16 in a Crip, openly, right? What was it like for you them first couple days?
Well, unfortunately for this interview, Crip didn't come into play. Plus, like I said, it was just me and this one dude, so I didn't really know too much about Cripping. He just said, we Crips. I said, yeah, we Crip, fuck it. And I'm riding with this dude, going downtown or whatever. I get booked. It never comes into play because I never see another Crip and I never see a Blood. It probably was there, but it wasn't needs and nothing to show that. I seen the guard bodies. They had their little 7 with star and all of that. You know, the Muslims got their beads. The Nietas had their beads. Latin Kings had beads. La Familia had beads. And that was really it. The only other person was a dude that was Smoke. That a gang called Smoke got created on the island. And it was like all black people was just against the Latinos. So that was everything in my experience with the island was more racial than gang related. Even though the Latinos were gangs, they were all together.
Okay, I'm glad you say this because I get black people saying that around this time period, the Hispanic people were being very oppressive against the black people, but I've gotten a couple Hispanic people who say at that time it wasn't necessarily like that. So your first eyewitness account was that it was mostly the blacks against the Hispanics because it was static for real.
Yeah, it was already lit. But what I'm pulling up, that is already in effect. Like, I pull up to Mar 4 Upper with the Latin King having the phone. That means the Nietas and La Familia gonna go on that phone. And the whole while, and I'm gonna keep it real, the whole while, all the black dudes are scheming on how to just take their phone. Like, and I watched the Latinos, like, they not really doing too much or nothing. They not messing with nobody. They doing their own thing. They got their phone, and they in their own world. But in Marfa or Upper, they was like, nah, they can't have that phone, and they lost that phone. So it was more like the reverse. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seemed like, from my perspective, being a new person coming through, that the black people were really attacking the Latino people. It may have been based on something before I got there that Latinos probably did. I don't know. I wasn't there. But it was a full throttle attack against Latinos when I got there.
Okay.